In the red in the upper right, he is
Acer MMA.
in the bottom left in the blue.
삼성 갤럭시칸 Deer.
He's not caught in the headlights this time.
To whom it may concern, tasteless jokes are dead.
Dead joke. Now, the question is, how are these two guys going to play on this map? We saw them really mix it up here.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised Reaper from MMA.
Just get the scouting out there early.
Yeah.
Eliminate all factors that could otherwise be prevented.
Yeah, and it's a pretty solid map for Reaper. There's so much that you need to scout here. A lot of places to jump up and whatnot. So it's quite hard to actually hide stuff against a Reaper super early on. As far as Deer goes, I think he has like a wide options of builds he can use here. But, excuse me, does he want to go for another kind of cheeky build like the DT build? I almost feel like after watching the series of Seed versus MMA, I think that Deer actually has better standard macro play than Seed normally. Seed normally relies a little bit more on
well, it's like his
different builds.
Mental finesse and faking people out and doing sneaky stuff.
Based on the Seed MMA series, I would say, oh, okay, like a well-thought, longer macro game can be quite nice against MMA. So maybe he wants to back up and do that. Like, make sure that he gets in the late game. Make sure he gets up to 3 and 4 bases. But I think this Deer, he has a lot of builds up his sleeve. Even though his sleeve is, in fact, short right now.
Whoa!
Yeah. And actually going Zealot and a Stalker and a Mothership Core. We saw this before as well. And this is definitely for some pressure.
Well, here comes that Reaper now. Stalker nearly out. Let's see the path the Reaper ends up taking. Are they going to actually cross paths here? No.
There's a couple things to take into consideration here. Because of his SCD coming out, he saw the Zealot, made the CC in the main base. This makes this pressure almost completely obsolete.
Yeah.
Just makes it like it's a slower expansion here from Deer.
MMA's been succeeding a lot in the games he's been playing based off his scouting.
Yeah.
You know?
Quite a nice job with it.
Think about his first game against Seed, just spotted that Nexus.
Well, that's a good point. With that bunker, nothing is going to happen here. It's going to get like a light scout, I guess, of what's going on.
This is unfortunate because if Deer's unable to do any damage, Katerin has a command center that's done and ready to go. He's making more SCVs. He's getting a worker lead, whereas Deer has just now started that Nexus.
I find it a little bit interesting that this has happened twice today. This kind of skipping the Nexus for the much quicker Mothership Core Scout. Very interesting stuff.
He's going to come inside now, here towards the main, and just see exactly where Terran's at.
Going for tech.
Yep, Starport starting here.
That's actually a lot of information that he's gaining here. May lose the ability to use the Nexus Cannon. So he does have to run back here. May have to warp home. But the fact that he scouts that it's tech is a big deal. He's going Stargate, but he's going to know that he's going to be in need of stopping possible Hellions, but likely Widow Mines. Oh, he's going to get right out of there.
Yeah, look at that.
Maybe a little misspread there on the Marines.
Oh! Oh!
Wow, that's a good catch. I was like, Tasteless, what are you doing that about?
Oh, you didn't see that?
Marines can't reach that, you fool.
I mean, that was a nice hit there on that that's Widow Mine.
Oh, and that's an amazing scout right now.
Yeah,
oh,
he knows
my
exactly
God.
what's coming at him.
Deer's in trouble. Would you?
MMA going to move out. What was that?
No, it was going to be a terrible joke. Never mind.
We have the Marines in the medevac coming out now. Looks like he wants to put some pressure on. That Oracle is out, by the way. and a second one is started. It looks like he might be trying to do what Deer did in that game number 1. Remember, he didn't win it with that, but he did do a substantial amount of damage by getting the additional oracles and trying to break in.
Oh, God. Is he going to right over it? Oh, my God.
Oh, man. What a waste. And a drop here in the main.
No Nexus Cannon to help out. He does have some Stalkers, so that's good. Does take out the Reaper. That's really important as well.
Oh, he's got to be careful here.
Oh,
well, nicely handled by Deer. Yeah. That was really
that was a very good defense. Okay, this is a funny warp-in. Is this actually going to do anything?
Is this actually a GSL game? Is this actually...
Like, is Deer, like, panicking? Does he think that this is going to work?
Was this part of his plan all along, or is this... This is like how you lose a ladder game. You're like, what? There's a pylon in my base?
This might work. Medevac might fly right over it, too.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. You know,
He's not biting. Okay, now he knows.
Okay, he needs to stay out of range of that Widowmine. This is, like, really funny what I'm watching here.
Yeah, this is a down and dirty game.
Yeah.
He's actually rallied some units up to the wrong spot here. Hopefully he'll grab those and bring them with the rest of his army.
Well, he's got to run past if he wants to do that, unless he has time to kill
he's
those
got
rocks.
the Oracle to spot here. And it looks like he may just go up into the main, perhaps.
Oh, man. He really wants the rest of his army to meet up here. All right.
That army of his is like not where it needs to be.
This is a little bit rough with Medevacs out. He does have a lot of Zealots warped in. Let's hear the SCVs come in to fight. Killing off a good amount of SCVs could make this worthwhile.
He's going to have to get another warping round here, but I think MMA might just have too much. He needs to warp in.
He killed a lot of SCVs,
though.
Oh,
see
boy.
You in hell. Oh, no, never mind.
See you in hell.
Well, this is pretty interesting. Terran took a serious blow, lost about, I think, 12 workers there. Supplies are pretty even, and that's because MMA has a stronger army right now, and he may take that to his advantage and start counterattacking here.
I tell you, losing that Mothership Core was pretty bad, but he defended perfectly the follow-up, so that didn't actually hurt him as much as possible.
Do you think we should have seen a sentry back there in that attack? And he should have actually, if he brought the rest of his army that was out in the middle of nowhere, that small force that was just floating below the main, could he have just force fielded the ramp and then tried to squish the bunker? Because I think that would have been better personally than trying to just full-on engage at the ramp.
Maybe.
Oh.
Okay, Deer.
I've lost count. How many oracles have we seen die like that?
That's the third one, I believe.
I think third or fourth, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of oracles dying, and that's where the real pain comes in this game for him. But he's killed a lot of SCVs, so definitely still a chance here. Oh God, that Widowmine. That was a good Widowmine.
Yep, and he gets the Robo here, which means it's just basic units. It's a few force fields and not enough force fields to really be functional. They're just sort of moving units around, not really blocking anything. He picks up again. He just wants to drop, heal up, potentially regroup. But getting that Robo Bay is great.
That's huge.
He actually, the robotic support bay is finishing up just now.
His Colossus is going to be so much later. All the attacks and pressure here from MMA are going to be that much more deadly. He doesn't even have his Twilight done, so he can't even get Blink. Like, he's just sitting here with Gateway units trying to hold on.
I think a follow-up timing attack here from MMA will win the game.
I'd actually really like to see him make a third command center right now.
Okay, you think go for the
honest.
super safe route?
I think his style, I don't think he will, no. I think his style demands that he attacks, like you say, the tasteless strategy. But I feel like he should expand. Like, the splash damage is so late. If he just really macros up, he's going to be just looking fantastic.
Just Zealots and a Sentry here. In fact, the Sentry's not even really firing here.
Oh, man, loses that Mothership Core. Zealots attacking one by one against range units.
Yeah, I think he's gearing up for a big attack. Well, there's the third CC. Looks like he might do both.
Well, I mean, he already has the fiber axis, so he should be putting on a lot of pressure, but I think that it should remain like pressure because eventually, if he doesn't deal like critical damage to kill him very soon, then Deer will start stopping the attacks better and better and better because he'll just get more units. in a small area.
All right, we're going to have a drop in the main and a small attack over here in the front. This is 4 medevacs full of Marines and Marauders. That's a lot of damage. The attack over the expansion, it looks like it's getting denied pretty hard. But in the main, everything is getting completely destroyed.
Well, that Nexus 100% going to be going down here. And with it, maybe Deer to Code A. Deer might come back to Code S. Definitely not that Nexus, though.
Man, now 120 supply to 86. MMA just harassing his way to a win right now.
Yeah, 1 base Deer. Oh, man.
And we see him moving out here again. Now, I personally would think that he only needs to attack into the front to win. I don't think he needs to do 2 crazy drops.
Yeah.
I think it's...
I think
is a math
almost
game.
anything from here might win.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the drops, the only risk is that they shut down, you know, 2 of the medevacs coming in to take care of that, and then your armies, you're basically trading unfavorably.
How could Deer win this?
I mean,
if they played this game 1,000 times,
I could say
does
something
Deer
funny,
win?
but I think that there's no way for MMA or Deer to win this. I
think you're
that I know
much right. MMA would have to, like...
And here's the thing. He's going to get that robo again, it looks like. Okay, nice micro with that Colossus.
Yeah, he pulls it back, but no Thermal Lance. He can't even engage the Marauders. That is it, and it looks like Deer is not going to that round of 16, and MMA, in fact, will be.
MMA, how far can he go?
Wow.
Badass.
Great job by MMA to get through here. I felt like Deer was going to end up taking this series, but that last game, everything going MMA's way.
Yeah.
Nice victory.
Wow.
He has to be feeling so good, man, to get back in GSL Code
Well,
S.
and think about the way today panned out.
Yeah.
You know? He was actually knocked out, put the losers there by none other than Dark.
Yeah.
Then he had a 10th series with Seed. He goes right after that series up against Deer and actually comes out 2-1. And MMA lost the first game. Well, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
it
certainly is.
Incredible story.
I'm surprised and impressed that he won. So, you know what? Good work to him. He just made the balance of the round of 16 that much better. We have actually a fantastic round of 16 coming up.
It's been one of our later nights.
Yeah, this has been a long day.
It's been our longest day yet here for the year. We're going to go to an interview now with MMA, your winner. Let's see what his thoughts are now that he's made it to that coveted round of 16.
Yeah, that's a pretty big statement. First time back in Code S.
Sure.
See how far
he
he can actually make it. I'm actually not, to be honest, like he played well tonight and all. I'm not holding my breath for him to get round of 8.
It'll be tough. If he does get it, it's very cool, though.
Round of 8 is like weeks away, so I would die anyways. But I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't think he's gonna make it too far in this tournament. But we'll see, man. I mean, we've had some surprises and upsets already.
We got a lot of people filing out here. The rest staying to see this interview. One of these later nights.
만에 GSL로 돌아온 우승자 출신의 문성원 선수 갑자기
our winner. She says MMA is back.
축하드립니다.
He's still strong in his hometown.
오랜만에 돌아온 GSL
She says thank you.
참 아쉬울 뻔했는데 마지막에 이렇게 환호할 만한 경기력을 보여주면서 16강에 올라가게 됐습니다.
Since it wasn't really an easy way to get to the round of 16, how do you feel?
할 때 경기력이 너무 안 좋아가지고 이번 32강은 힘들겠구나.
Honestly, when I have a match against Dark,
근데
I was so disappointed in how I played.
저희 킥스 유나이티드 클럽이라는 축구 클럽에서 또 응원해 오주시고 중국에서도 저 보러 와주시고
Since I have a lot of fans cheering for me here at the studio today.
박희환 씨도 와주시고 많은 분들이 응원해 주셔가지고 마지막 경기
And there's also my friends.
네, 승자전
my soccer team he says
할
came down here
때와는
and cheered for me. I
마지막
just knew I couldn't let him
최종전
down.
경기력이 정말 많이 달라졌습니다. 혹시 각성 이유가 팬들의 힘이었을까요?
예, 맞습니다.
So your final performance, that final series was really impressive. She said, "What makes her play different?" He said, "It's the fans."
왜 자꾸 잡히지?
네.
She said she could hear them cheering for him and chanting MMA in the audience.
했어요.
And she said, "What did that
그때
feel like?"
정말 짜릿한 감동을 느꼈는데 오늘 박대만 해설은 어떻게
He said, "I feel very lucky."
정말
Now on to our
반전의
analyst.
사실 저희는 중계하다 보면 이렇게
ask
많은
the
경기 중계하다
nitty-gritty
보니까 이제 첫
questions.
경기 하는 선수들의 어떤 모습 보면 대충 이게 오늘 올라갈지 못 올라갈지 어느 정도 감이 오거든요.
So,
유성호 선수 경기
as a commentator,
힘들겠다
when we're
이렇게 생각
casting,
많이 하고 아마 중계 때도 그렇게 많이 말했을 텐데 마지막
we always
경기에서
have this
완전히
feeling after we watch the
바뀌었어요.
first matches.
진짜 이게 팬들 때문인가요?
We're always
이게?
wondering if you're going to make it or not.
그렇게
And it seemed like you were having a hard time. And you probably would make it to the next round. How did you feel? And he says, yeah, I actually agree with you.
와주신 분들이
After the losers match,
이제 손 풀렸다고
it's been
좀
pretty
많이
tough.
많이 해주셔가지고 올라갈 수 있었던 것 같아요.
손이 마지막 경기에서 풀린
But
건가요?
in between the break, I went to the
솔직히
washroom.
마지막은 좀 운도
and I
많이
just got
따라줬던
myself
것
in the
같아요.
zone.
예언자 경로가 좀 마인 쪽으로 많이 와가지고 좀 이득을 많이 봤던 것 같아요.
They're
그럼 국내
discussing the
팬들이
final
진짜
matches.
오늘도 많이 보러 와주셨고 기대도 많이 하는데 근데 사실 경기력을 조금 더 끌어올려야 될 것 같거든요.
And he said, yeah, I felt pretty ready. And I felt like my hand movement was a little bit better in that final match than it was in the other
예,
games.
좀 많이 실망스럽고요.
And he said, so,
신입관에서는 좀
that's interesting. You
더
weren't really
좋은
satisfied with your
경기력으로
performance
해야 될 것
overall in
같고.
today's matches? And he
솔직히
says, yeah,
32강 지금 올라갈 경기력은 아닌데
I felt like
좀 많이 운이 따랐던 것
I
같아요.
wasn't able to
그리고,
execute this. I don't think my performance was good enough to make it to the next round.
너무 감사드립니다. 그리고 민철이가 제가 마우스가 단종이
He says I was
됐어요.
really lucky today.
품절돼가지고 살 수가 없는데 민철이가 마우스를 줘가지고 지금도 이렇게 그 마우스를 쓰면서
He's even talking about the boss toss MC.
그 핫팩 제가 드린 거예요.
He said MMA preferred to use a certain mouse.
네, 오늘 사실 응원한 분들이 참 많았습니다. 장민철 선수도 오늘
But he says there's a special mouse that he, I guess he likes to use that they don't produce anymore. I don't know what it is. I didn't catch that. Oh, is it? And he said MC brought his mouse to let MMA
이따가
use it.
만나면 뭐라고 할 것 같으세요?
Oh, really?
일단 민철이가 제 경기력 보고 많이 욕을 했을 것 같아요.
네.
평상시에도 많이 욕하는데
네.
They're talking about
근데
MC
좀
now.
욕먹을 만한 경기력이었고
네.
좀 민철이랑 같이 높은 곳까지 올라갔으면 좋겠네요.
네, 참
And he said he thinks MC poxed his performance
이번에
today
함께
because he
만날
got that
수가
mouse
있을
from
것
MC,
같습니다.
but he wasn't able
앞으로의
to.
각오
And he wasn't able
들어보겠습니다.
to play as well as he wanted to. But he,
오늘 좀
on a
많이
serious note, he says he's actually really excited that both him and MC made it to the next round.
맛이 아닌가 싶어요. 팬분들이
And
응원해
she asked,
주시는 거고.
what are your goals for now? Or for the
16강에서는
round
더
of
좋은
16?
경기력 보여드릴 거고요. 더 열심히 노력해서 멋진 경기력
He said, look,
보여드리겠습니다.
today every match was
네,
really tough.
앞으로 더
The next thing the next and only thing I can do is to put all my effort into performing well in the round of 16.
자, 이렇게 오늘
continue to move on.
G조의 두 번째 16강 진출자 에이서의 문성원 선수.
Great day, beautiful day, beautiful games, beautiful casters, beautiful fans, beautiful mutt-mutts, beautiful mutas. Everything was amazing today.
Everything was great.
It was.
That's right. Dark slaying the group. MMA second place. That's a good result
Yeah.
for a beautiful day. A beautiful result.
Beautiful fans, beautiful viewers, beautiful mutalisks. Everything was beautiful. Guys,
The
don't
fungals,
miss-
they were beautiful. The force fields, they were beautiful. The size, the stem was beautiful. What a beautiful, wow, sickest stem.
what a great day.
Yeah.
Wow. Don't miss out. Friday, the final day for the round of 32.
That's right. We're going to get our last two players in. TY, Bomber, Dream, and Younghwa. That is a fantastic group of players right there. Really great. So, another Terran will be making it up. Probably two Terrans.
Hopefully, too.
Younghwa generally doesn't do so well.
Younghwa is, at this point in time,
He's a qualifier hero.
he's like the extra in the Star Trek episode. Like, there's the 5 main characters, and then there's this other guy, and we're like, oh, well, he's going to die to kind of make tension. before everybody
he's
escapes to
Tasha
the round of
Yar
16.
is what he is. He's Tasha Yar.
I don't know enough Star Trek to get that joke, but
Tasteless. You got to go watch Next Generation. This is actually, you're missing a whole part of being an American.
okay, I'll get on that.
He's Tasha Yar. Comes back later.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us here today. The games are fantastic.
And
we will
also-
see you Friday. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to point out, do not miss I Am Taipei. It's going on this weekend. So you can watch that until GSL is on Friday.
StarCraft all day. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, or 2 days. Good night.
I just wanna tell you